Hello there, dear motorized bike enthusiasts. Welcome again, one more time to my channel. I'm happy to announce to you that my crankshaft has arrived and I've rebuilt my engine, which I'm excited about. However, there is a problem. Something weird happened yesterday when I finished doing the installation. I had a hard time starting the bike, and after I started, it couldn't stay running. I had to hold on to the throttle to keep it running, and it sounded or it felt as it was running. It felt like, it felt like it was about to bog down. And as soon as you release the throttle, it dies. The engine dies instantly. So I was very frustrated, and um, I have never done any rebuild before. It was my first time, and I made sure that I put all my gaskets on and held them tight in place. So I don't know what went wrong. I did everything I could. So I even went online to post it in one of our Facebook groups. A lot of our colleagues suggested that I had an air leak, which was impossible because after I put the engine together, I poured some fuel inside the crankcase to make sure that there was no leakage. So I don't know, and my gaskets look very okay, both at the top and at the bottom of the cylinder. So everything else was in place. So I don't know what the problem was. Sam also said, um, yeah, I think that was most of the, most of the suggestion was air leak. Yeah, but then I later on I spent a whole day yesterday trying to figure out the issue. So I finally came across this problem. Now, this is weird. Nobody has ever spoken about it, and I've actually had so many weird situations going on with my bike that nobody has ever spoken about, which is one of the reasons why I started the channel in the first place. So, here is the situation. I have never heard of anybody say this before, but I came to find out that the keyway, the position of the Woodruff key, the keyway on the crankshaft for the new crankshaft was wrong. Yes, it was a little. It has to be at the 1 o'clock position when the piston rod is fully out vertically. But then I noticed that though that was also at the 1 o'clock position, but this is a little is shifted a little more to the right than the one that came, the new one that came. So somehow, due to that, the plugs fire when the piston is actually going down, not when it is at the dead top. So there was loss of power, and I found it hard to believe. So I woke up this morning, I took out the Woodruff key and then tried to position the magnet. It has to, when you put it on like this, the keyway has to be at the 1 o'clock position. So I actually took out the magnet, put it on this, and observed how it was tilted. And then I tried to repeat the same thing here. So I didn't use the Woodruff key anymore. I took out the Woodruff key and I managed to position it or tilt the magnet exactly how it was on the other one, or how it should be. And then I held it in place using just the nuts. So I made sure that I tightened it very hard. This is what I detected. So after doing that, I sparked, and it ran better than it ran better than when I used the Woodruff key. So which suggests that I was right. I was right. Though I am not so happy, I feel still I'm losing some power because RPM is currently around 5,600. But I believe I have a problem have some scorings here in the cylinder, which could also be leading to that. So I'll be changing the top end too very soon. But it runs better, way better than when I was using the Woodruff key on the magnet. And this is weird. This is very weird. I've never heard of anybody come across that or talk about that, but I just experienced it. A lot of people might not believe it, but it's really happening. It just happened. It just happened. The positioning, the timing was just bad on the crankshaft. So it gave hard time for the spark plug to actually fire the piston at the right position. Okay, so that is all. And some even said I flipped the magnet the wrong way, but I knew what I did. I knew the magnet was in the right position, but it just won't start. It just won't start well, and it just won't keep running. But it's all better now. I'll be doing some fixes again, and hopefully be updating you on what happens. I'm going to change the magneto. I I use the old magneto again, so I'll upgrade it to the new one that has a separate call for accessories, lights and accessories. And then I will later, I don't know, since it can't idle properly yet, maybe, but I'll still change it. Then after changing the cylinder, I hope the problem gets fixed. So I'll keep you guys updated on whatever comes up. Thanks so much, and do not forget to subscribe and like this video as well. I hope you find it buying your crankshaft or even your spare parts in the market. Be very careful. I think now everybody is just doing something to get money. Thanks so much for watching. God bless you. Bye bye.